What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about DogeCoin today. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, my friends. Here we are at about 16.4 cents now. This one comes to us at the request of Lucifer, by the way. Shout out to Lucy Lou. 16.5 cents is the price. 5 days, 9 hours left in the week here. Dogecoin looking fine, man. It's in a beautiful uptrend. It almost looks parabolic, guys. It actually kind of does, doesn't it? I know Kevin Svensson's talking about the parabola in Bitcoin, but man, he should focus on this. This thing is parabolic as hell. It's completely possible, and I wouldn't be surprised at all if Dogecoin did see lower lows than this, right? I'm expecting the whole market to kind of drop down another 20 to 30%, and that would likely imply Dogecoin drops as well. The expectation is you probably do break out of this parabolic trend for Dogecoin. You probably do go down to your golden ratio and find support at prior areas of support here, prior areas of resistance here, and really throughout this whole range here, even prior areas of support there, and just above these areas of resistance. But I'm not thinking you go too much below the golden ratio, right? 11.8 cents, 9, and let's say 10 cents. Those are good prices. Good prices to buy. Anybody here who's thinking, I'll just sell now and then buy here. What if I'm wrong? What if it does what Dogecoin does and it just rips in your face? It rips your face right off. It's probably not a good idea. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but if you did not sell up here, you should not be selling down here. Because why? Well, it's not the low, C-Zar. That's the low. No, that's the perceived low. The reality of it is, right now, this is the low. You would be selling the low effectively at the worst possible time to sell in this range, all on a gamble that it might happen. And I do think it will happen. I'm pretty convinced. I wouldn't be saying it if I didn't think that it would happen, but this is not good practice to sell the lows. You don't want to practice that. You want to practice holding through the lows, even if it goes lower. And then what you really want to practice is buying the lows. You don't want to practice selling the lows, right? Especially not here, because if you sell here and it rips, that's bad. If anything, if you're thinking about selling, you should just not do anything at all. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. Do whatever you want. Again, I'm pretty confident we will see prices below 12 cents. We're at 16.5 cents now, so that is a little discount for sure. If we're looking at the weekly, oh, hold on now. If we're looking at the weekly RSI does have lower lows in the RSI, and that is hidden bullish divergence whenever you have lower lows in the weekly RSI and higher lows in the price. Okay, and we have both of those things. However, it does look like you're postured to get into the oversold zone. It's very uncommon whenever you get this low, whenever you hang out below the 40 like this, or get this low to the 40, that you don't get oversold. But it has happened before where you didn't get oversold. Most of the time, though, you do inevitably get oversold. Dogecoin, though, is rather resilient in all fairness. It is very, very resilient. And that's because the way that it moves down, it's just boring. It takes its time to move down. It doesn't flush out and create these dramatically oversold areas. The weekly MACD is postured in a downward sloping area, but to be completely fair as well, you are at an area where you'd expect to find support. That wasn't drawn the best, but on these oscillators here, the orange line and the blue line, if they do continue to come down, or if we do find support sometime soon, we'd probably get a nice bounce off this zero line like we did back here. The zero line is right over here, right? That's the zero line, this little dotted line right there in the middle. Bouncing off of that is a good thing. And again, proof in the pudding right here. When we did that last time, it caused a move that was like this, and we're basically at that same relative area now, coming from higher lows. Weekly stochastics crossed to the upside, actually. Yes, are they crossed? That's interesting. Let me see. No, okay. Well, I mean, technically, yes, you are crossed to the upside, but you're not pointed to the upside. So I wouldn't be surprised if you went a little bit lower. All that to say, daily time frame, stochastics are postured down, daily RSI is postured down, and the MACD, you're building bullish momentum and not going anywhere. So that makes me think that you will go down. Okay, let's talk about Dogecoin on a different chart here without all the noise. Coinbase, maybe we'll do crypto. We'll just do, yeah. Looking at the 4-hour RSI here, we are getting oversold and we're not getting overbought. We're doing what a lot of cryptos are doing, which is rejecting their 60 area. Oftentimes when you reject the 60, you get oversold. You rejected it here and you didn't get oversold, but you were getting overbought. You're finding support at the 50, so it's different. Rejected the 60, did not find support at the 50. You were overbought, but you didn't find support at the 50, so you went oversold. Here, same thing, not getting overbought. You were oversold, and now you're not finding support at the 50. You're below the 40. You're gonna get oversold, guys. Today, tomorrow, the next couple of days, you're likely gonna see some downside. I wouldn't be surprised at all if the whole market flushed out over the coming days. Maybe down for Dogecoin. I'm curious, how much would it drop actually? Let's see. Let's see what Dogecoin has done so far. What has it done from its high? From its high in December to its low here, it has dropped more than the average coin. So expecting it to drop about average, I think, is fair. So if the average coin is going to drop 20 to 30%, I would say I think Dogecoin is going to go below this low, right? 20%, 30%, that would put you around 12 cents. Man, you're going to drop a little bit more maybe. Maybe a little bit more. I really wouldn't be surprised at all if you dropped closer to 30% for Dogecoin, which is kind of crazy because it's one of those top tier coins in crypto. But even the top dogs sometimes, no pun intended there. Sometimes the top dogs even do see above average moves to the downside. So and even to the upside, right? It's less common, but it does happen. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me at all. Looking at the 4-hour RSI, bearish. 1-hour RSI, bearish. Yeah, they're all bearish. So going down. Easy enough, right? Nothing to worry about. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but the time to panic is already gone, right? Like if you wanted to sell, you should have sold up here. This is not the area to sell. You're effectively selling the lows. Everything I've said could be wrong, and we just pump through the roof, right? So also not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but if we happen to move up from here, that doesn't necessarily mean I'm wrong. It doesn't mean that this low will hold. But if we do move up from here, we could go, let's see, hold on. We could go as high as 19 cents. You're at 16.4 cents now. That wouldn't mean anything. You could go all the way up to 22, 23 cents, and that wouldn't mean anything. So just because you move up a little bit and find resistance at areas that would likely point that you're going down just at a later time, that's not anything to get too excited about, right? And also, if we do close above like 23.5 cents, 24 cents, if we close some days above there, I might start to change my opinion. I'm fine with that, right? But the way that I'm okay, the way that I invest is I'm okay with not buying the low as long as I'm certain that we're not going lower. I would rather buy at higher prices than lower prices, right? So with that kind of perspective, it probably is a good time to get in here. And I mean, obviously it is. We're down about 69% from the high, but that doesn't necessarily mean I would buy here. I really do expect that it's going to go lower, and because I expect that, I would wait. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just saying what I would do. And just because that's what I would do doesn't mean that I'll be right. It could absolutely go up, and maybe if I was looking to buy Dogecoin, I'd be forced to buy at higher prices, and that's okay. 22 cents from a 48-cent top with the prospects of going higher, that's not a bad price at all, right? And then at least I know that I'm not going to go lower. And if that's too much stress for you, there's nothing wrong with DCAing. There's nothing wrong with buying here. It's very encourageable to DCA. We're at prior areas of resistance, prior areas of support, at an area that somewhat makes sense to find support in itself, but I very much do expect that we go below this low, okay? I'm not saying, don't get it confused. I'm not playing both sides of the coin here. I'm not trying to be bullish and bearish so that whatever outcome happens, I'm right. If Dogecoin just moves up from here, I will be like, oh, I was wrong. That's okay. And then it could still move down and be right overall. But I'm just saying that so that you're prepared for what happens, right? It's not like this is a certainty that's going to happen. But I am expecting that we do drop below 12 cents, okay? When it comes time to moving higher, you guys, and that'll be soon enough. I think April's going to be the month we were looking for. March, we keep pushing it back, but March is clearly not the month we were looking for. I wouldn't be surprised if at the end of March we kind of moved up. We moved up a little bit, but time will tell. We'll see how it goes. $1.54 to $3.40, somewhere in that kind of area by the end of April. Sorry. What am I saying? I think $1.54 is where we might be by the end of this move. Not by the end of April, I'm sorry. Maybe by the end of May is what I could see. By the end of May, let's just see how long it's taken us to move up relatively recently. From that low to that high there, that took 8 weeks. Not necessarily from the low, but from the low where you started moving up. Let's do that. When did you start moving up? You started moving up basically there. So 7 weeks. Not from this low, but when you started moving up, it was there. It took another 7 weeks. I saw it. I accidentally clicked out of it, but it's another 7 weeks there. If we were to start moving up, let's say by the end of March, the last day of March, 7 to 8 weeks would be the end of May. So by the end of May, I would expect that we are around, if not likely above, $1, anywhere from $1 to $1.54. It's completely possible that we could stop somewhere just below $1 too, but dramatically higher than we are now. I don't know if a 10x is possible from these prices, but if we do drop below 12 cents, and I think that we will, a 10x move for Doge might be coming soon, you guys. I'm kind of curious. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I was going to say, what market cap would that be? But I know that once you get to about 77 cents, 75 cents, that's going to be $100 billion there. So you'll be well above $100 billion. No psychological level there. So I don't think I have anything else that I want to say. I think I've said everything I need to say. Dogecoin is moving down with the rest of the markets. It might even move down a little bit more. That is a buying opportunity, my friends. Make no mistake, Dogecoin. And by the way, by the end of the cycle, I'm expecting Dogecoin is worth $4.20. $4.20 is the target. Elon Musk said so. He came to me in a dream and he said, C-Zar, tell the people $4.20, $4.20.6699 or 6969. That's the price that we're going to, okay? And so it was written, so it shall be. I'll see you guys on the next one. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. Bye.